evening, everyone. It is Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, and we are doing a lovely session of PureStretch. So, just while you're all gathering, I'm going to have a little chat with you and see who's going to be joining me. So, I'd love you to give me a wave and tell me if you're here, ready and waiting to do PureStretch. I really hope somebody's going to be there. Right. So, I've had a really nice day today. Debbie's there, fantastic. Hi Debbie. Had a lovely day. I did 2 sessions of Pilates this afternoon, and obviously we've got PureStretch now. Tomorrow we've got Keep Moving at 10:30, and then in the evening we have got Cardio Fitness at 6:30. Hello Alison. And we have PureStretch again, 7:30. So we're going to do some lovely hard work tonight, and you'll work even harder tomorrow night. As of next week, we are going to be tweaking the timetable so that we have a nice selection of different exercise styles over the course of the week. So we are going to be having 2 PureStretch sessions a week, 2 legs, bums and tums, 3 cardio and 2 keep moving. Now that makes 9. So, hi Tracy. So, it's good that some of you are joining now, that's great. So this session from next week, hi Amy, will turn, here he comes, star of the moment. This 7 o'clock slot is going to turn into a legs, bums and tums session from next week onwards, but you will still have PureStretch at 11 o'clock on a 11:15 on a Monday and 7:30 on a Thursday. It is possible to have a bit too much PureStretch, and we want to make sure that we have lots of different exercise styles. So the legs, bums and tums went down really well on Saturday morning, so that's going to stay on Saturday mornings, certainly for a while, until we get fed up of working on Saturday mornings. I'm sure that won't be for a while though. Hi Andy, says Debbie. Yeah, there he goes. So we've now got 2 extra Way to Fitness stars. We've got Margaret on the phone, who phoned up halfway through the class on Monday morning, and we've got Andy. So Team Way to Fitness is growing. I'm very, very happy to announce. So we've got Debbie, we've got Alison, we've got Tracy, we've got Amy, and we've got 2 others that haven't yet. Who else is there? Hi Tracy, good to see you. There's a couple others there, we don't know who they are yet. So, I think, is it 7 o'clock? It's 7 o'clock. We always start on time. That's what we like to do. Now, if I just move this way, you can see we've got a nice selection of equipment there. So we have got 2 cotton yoga bands, okay? We've got them of different lengths. If you're tall, the chaps use either a brown one or a long blue one. If you're a tall lady, you can have either of those colours as well. The standard length's 1.8 metres, and those are black or purple. So we've got those to use. Now at home, if you don't have a cotton yoga band, you could use your dressing gown belt, but obviously be careful. It's not designed for PureStretch. A yoga band is designed for PureStretch, but if you need to go a bit freelance on your equipment, you could always try a belt or a dressing gown belt. Okay, other bits of equipment that could be useful. Now we have got 2 tins of spicy mixed beans. Now they're not for your tea. We're going to be doing some rollbacks with optional weights today. We tried it in Pilates and they really liked it. So I thought we'd try it here. So you could, if you need to, nip off and get your weights while I'm talking. Or you can get 2 water bottles with equal amounts of water in them, so they weigh the same. And you could get 2 tins. The tins need to be manageable sizes. Don't get your family size tin of Heinz tomato soup, they'll be too big. Hold something that you can get your fingers round, alright? Andy has quite tight hamstrings, so he chooses to sit on a block. That just lifts you up slightly, that's the block. They can be different thicknesses, but they can be useful. He's very good, isn't he? Yeah, brilliant. So, make sure you've got your equipment, and we are going to make a start. Now, the most important thing about PureStretch is that you work within your own personal limits, okay? PureStretch is not suitable for anyone who's pregnant or has had a child recently. because of changes in their body. Okay, so you can do yourself damage if you're pregnant or you've recently had a baby, so you mustn't do PureStretch. You're working at your own risk, working at a level that feels comfortable and suitable for you. All right, and we really hope that you enjoy this session. We've got a green ball here as well. That can be very helpful when we're doing rollbacks. We can pop it between the knees or put it in the back. Those of you who've bought green balls off from me, they arrive flat. You'd use the little straw that comes with them to blow them up. Then put your finger over the hole and stick your bung in like you do on a lino. You can pop the bung back out when you want to refill it, it does slowly, and keep the spare bung and keep the spare straw safe, so you've got it for future reference. New device was that. Okay, so before we start, switch your phones off so that you're not... Switch all your devices off and make yourself comfy. Right, right, shall we start? Mr. Healy, we're going to make a start. Okay, so we are going to start with a seated warm-up. Okay, now, yeah, you could be sitting on your block or your little cushion if you needed it. You can sit up nice and tall. And if you don't like sitting with crossed legs, you can take your legs straight out the front. Okay. So we're sitting up tall, we're relaxing those shoulders down. It's a bit odd because I can't see without my glass on, but I didn't normally teach with one. Right, we're sitting up nice and tall. Okay, so just to begin with, let's just relax. Relax the shoulders, pop your hands in your lap. You can close your eyes if you like. Just breathe in through your nose. Oh, and out through your mouth. Fantastic. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just one more time. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the arms wide. And Andy hasn't done this warm-up before, so bear with. Okay, you can watch me, not him. Right, so you're going to just have that lovely awareness of your core muscles by feeling that nice belt round your middle, just 3 out of 10. We're just going to swoop forwards, cross the arms, and come back. Swoop forwards and back. So we're just stretching forwards, opening up the chest as you stretch back. Sweep forwards, sweep back again. Forwards and back again. Forwards and back. We're going to pause, put the hands down. Now, we're going to take a big breath in. Now, put your hand down, okay, and the other one sweep forwards and round. Breath in. As you breathe out, sweep forwards and round. 4 more. Forwards and round. Leave the bottom on the floor as you sweep forwards and round. You're doing 6 in all, so that's 2 more. That's it. And 1 more. Oops. Cut out. Okay, pause. Now, remember the arm you've worked. You're still working that on. Put the other hand at the side. Put the hand at the side. Stretch up. That's it. Now, you want elbow by ear and just gently stretch over. Keep your bottom on the floor. Stretch to the side. Up to the top. Breathe in. Breathe out and over. And remember that teaching point, elbow by the ear. 2 more times. Stretch up tall and over. And 1 more. So stretch up and over. Right. Okay. So now, if you're in cross legs, they need to go the other way. That's it. So we're going to do the big breath in again. Now this time plant this hand down, sweep forwards and round with the other one. Breathe in at the top, breathe out, sweeping round. Excellent. Leave that bottom on the floor as you're sweeping round, getting as low as you can. And we have 2 more to do because we're doing 6 of those. Excellent. Yeah, pause, pop your hand down, stretch the arm up, remember elbow and ear. Up we go and gently stretch over, up to the top. What do I do? Stretch up and over, and 2 more times. I think everybody in my village is on the internet. With a few little cutouts there. And 1 more. Over. What is it? Brilliant. Okay, good work. So, we are going to now go down to our mats, right? So, we are going to do some leg work. No. Right. You do the same way. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy, isn't it? Sorry. Right, so we're going to lower ourselves down to the mat and we're going to warm up our hips, knees and feet. Right, so lower ourselves down. Just angle that a little bit more. That's it. Okay, so we're lying on our mat. Whew. Legs bent, feet flat on the floor, arms long down by your sides, and really connect with those lovely core muscles. Now, we're going to start with frog's legs. Bring one knee in towards the chest and then the second one. Hands behind the knees, and we're going to do our frog's legs. Now, your head and shoulders are relaxed on the floor. Breathing, bringing the knees in and circling round. If you want to keep this small, then you can always keep the feet together and just circle the knees. But you might like to put a bit more effort into it if you can. And we're going to do 6 in one direction, then pause and 6 back the other way. That's it. Head and shoulders relaxed on the mat. Excellent. And then we're going to pause in the middle. Now, put your left foot on the floor and flatten it down to the mat. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. So hands behind, you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, hug that knee in tighter. Hands under the knee. That's it. Relax the knee away, breathe in. Breathe out, hug in tighter. Let's do 4 more. You're feeling a nice stretch in your bottom. Excellent. So we're going to do 6 of everything so that we don't get confused with the counting. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so now I'm going to bend up my left leg, put the left foot on the floor and straighten the right leg up. Okay, leg is straight. Arms long down by the side. Let's point and flex that foot a few times. That's it, so we'll get 4 of those. Then we're going to go to a neutral foot and circle the foot round in one direction and back the other way. Brilliant. Okay, then pause. So we're going to do the can-can. I'm going to bend the leg at the knee, extend the leg forward, hover the heel an inch off the floor, draw it back in and straighten. Now your foot is gently, we call it a neutral foot, slightly pointed, but don't point too much or you'll get cramp. Then come in and straighten and bend and forward. So 6 of these. 1 more. Excellent. Now as you come up, you're now going to flex the foot. And now you're going to do 6 can-cans with a flexed foot. So bend at the knee, extend it forward, hover the heel an inch off the floor, back in, wait for me. And we're going to bend, extend, bring it back in and straighten. 4 more, that's good. That's nice. We're warming up this hip and this knee. Excellent. Brilliant. And then, this is the last one, finish with that leg straight up. Okay, so we are going to very slowly lower this leg down as I count down from 10, alright? So connect with those core muscles, we're going down. So here we go, 10, 9, 8, let's hold on 7. That's really good. So really hold that lovely strong leg. Are you holding? I really hope so. We're going down on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, so we're going to hug in. We're going to hug in on the other side, hands behind the knee. Draw that knee in. That's it. We're breathing in at the top, breathing out as we hug in tighter. And you have 5 more to go. And I really hope you're joining in and not just watching. Brilliant. That's it. So we're doing 6 of those. Lovely. Now, lots of us will bend up this leg now. Straighten that leg. And we did the pointing and flexing and pointing and flexing. That's it. We did a few of those. Then we circled the foot round. And back the other way. Excellent. And then we paused. So a nice neutral foot, we're going to bend at the knee. Extend it forward, hover the heel an inch off the floor. Draw it back in and straighten. Bend and extend and in and straighten. Good. 4 more. So this is lovely, active work. Feeling that lovely stretch on the back of the hamstrings. That's good. You're going to count to 6. That's it. 1 more. Got the counter. It's fabulous. Pause with that leg straight up. Now flex the foot. Draw the toes down. Feel that lovely stretch in your calf. We're going to crack on now with 6 more can-cans. Bend at the knee. Extend it forwards. Draw it back in and straighten. Keep that foot flexed as you're drawing it in and straighten. Brilliant. That's it. You're doing 6 of these. You might find a different side to side. One side's easier. That's it. Last one. Now finish with that leg straight up. Gently point your toe. Right. So we're going to do the leg lowering now. Really connect with the core. And we're going to come down. 10. And 9. And 8. 7. Let's hold on 6. Hold it there. Keep it nice and strong. Oh, you're feeling that? I hope so. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Brilliant work. Okay, so bend up both legs. Now, if you've got any issues with your back, you might like to have a gap between your knees and your feet. Okay. Take the arms gently away from the body. That's it. Really connect with these core muscles, and you're going to gently lower the knees to the right and look to the left. Now keep it small to start with. You're warming up your lower back. Come to the centre, head and knees to centre, and down the other side. Come to the middle, head and knees to the centre, down the first side. Head and knees to the middle and down the last side. Excellent work. Okay, bring everything back to centre. That's it. Now, Andy's going to stay lying down. I'm just going to explain what we're going to do next. Now, we're going to need our bands, our cotton yoga bands to stretch with. Move this out the way. So, just moving excess stuff out the way. That's it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to warm up our hip. We're going to put the band around our right foot. Okay, and we're going to do the clock. Okay, so we are going to lower ourselves down to our mat, and we're going to take the right leg up and flex the foot. Okay, and we are going to have both bands in the right hand. Wrap once round that hand. Okay, the left hand goes out at scarecrow. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're just going to imagine there is a clock on the ceiling, and we're going to draw a circle. Now it starts really, really small, okay? Now your other leg can be bent up with the knee at the side or flat to the floor, it doesn't matter. But what I want is your left hip staying on the floor and your left shoulder and arm on the floor. Those are your grounding points. So you're going to circle this leg round, and as the clock gets bigger, you can move your hand down the band and make the clock bigger. Okay? Circling it round, circling it round. Again, you're always working at a level that's right for you today. That's it. Woo, brilliant work. Come back to the middle. Now, you're going to go back the other way, starting small. Small. Again, you're drawing the clock on the ceiling. You're not going to miss out one of the numbers. Coming round and round. Brilliant. So you're drawing the circle on the ceiling. Woo, great work. That's it. And the clock is getting bigger. Excellent. Now, I always say try and draw a circle without too many corners on it. That's it. Well done. Cool, I bet you're feeling that, aren't you? Hope so. I am. Brilliant. And then come back to the middle. Right, so this little leg comes up, the other leg comes up. Now we're going to put one hand on each band, okay? We are going to stretch up, wrap once round each hand, okay? The foot is flexed, so the toes are down, and we're going to do some active hamstring stretching. That's it. So relax the shoulders, connect with those core muscles. Now what we're going to do, we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, just gently pull on the band, keeping the leg as comfortably straight as you can, and elbows are tucked in at the waist. Take the leg away as you breathe in, breathe out as you draw it in. Now if you're a very stretchy person, okay, you could have that leg flat to the floor, but really you have to be quite bendy to be able to manage that. Take it away as you breathe in, breathe out as you draw it in. Okay, your wrists are relaxed, elbows in at the waist. You've got 3 more to do on that leg. That's it. So the key things is to keep length behind the knee, all right? If you start bending the leg, you won't get the same hamstring stretching. That's it. Well done. Elbows are nicely in at the waist, they're not hanging out the sides. And Andy's just gently drawing that in, feeling that lovely hamstring stretch. Fantastic. So we're doing 6 of those. Now, we're going to go back to the top, and he's going to turn his foot out to the side like a Charlie Chaplin foot. So the leg is straight up, but the foot is turned out. So if I do it as well. Okay. So one wrap around each hand, turn that foot out to the side. So we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, draw that leg in. Gosh, you'll feel this different now because the foot's turned out. Take it away to breathe in. Breathe out as you draw that one in. Now this time, hold the stretch, but don't hold your breath. Ooh, 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 you're looking at the ceiling. Anyone got any cobwebs? I have. Okay, take the leg back to the start. Well done. Now turn the foot inward so it points to the opposite shoulder. The leg is still vertical, but the foot's turned in now. Okay, breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. Ooh, ooh. Take it away to breathe in. Breathe out as you draw it in. Now hold the stretch, but don't hold your breath. Check out those cobwebs, whatever you've got on your ceiling. Excellent work. Woo, take it away. Now lower this right foot down onto the bent up left leg. That's it. So you can either push your right hand away, or your right knee away with the right hand, or you can put your hands round the back of that other knee, or you can use your doubled up band and you can pop it under here and draw that leg in. We often like to stretch that out actually. We're going to breathe in at the top, breathe out as you hug in tighter. That's it. Take it away to breathe in, breathe out, hug in tighter. And you should be feeling a really lovely glute stretch doing this one. Let's do 4 more. What you doing, Bessie? Hello, Poppy. There's a little dog has decided to join us. That's doing 6 of those. Hello, Poppy. She's an old girl. Okay, take the legs down. Right, so now we're going to take our attention to the other leg. We're a bit busy actually, Bess, if you don't mind. Right, straighten up the... yeah, we've got to start with the clock. So we've got the band round the left foot and the band just round the left hand only. Right, left hand has got both bands in it, okay? With the other one you can bend it and take it to the side. Your right shoulder, right arm is glued to the floor, okay? So we're just going to start by drawing a small circle on the ceiling, okay? Small circle on the ceiling. That's it. You'll find one side is easier than the other. This for me is much stiffer, okay? So your hips can rock and roll a bit, that's fine. Keep the shoulders grounded. That's it. So the clock that you're drawing on the ceiling can get bigger now. And you can lengthen the band as you're doing that. Bessie, you might be in danger, lovely. You're just going to stand there. Okay. That's it. Nice big circles. Bessie healing. Is that helpful? Right, pause in the middle. Now you're going to circle back the other way. It's starting really small. Starting really small. That's it. And then the circle is getting bigger. Brilliant. Feel that lovely stretch. Now I have to say, my circle's got a few corners in it. I'm going to try a bit harder. Just circle. Excellent. Right, nice big circle. Nice big circle. And we're going to pause in the middle. Right, this little leg can come up. That's it. We now put one band in each hand, okay? The foot is flexed, stretching up, wrap one band round each hand. The elbows are lifted, the shoulders are relaxed, okay? Right, so the leg is as comfortably straight as we can make it. Breathe in at the top, breathe out as you draw it in. Take it away as you breathe in, and breathe out. Elbows neatly in at the waist. That's it. Take it away to breathe in. Bessie, darling, go and lie down. Phew, go on. Puppy, shoo. Get away. Right, come on. This is a professional operation. Oh, I don't want to be kissed by her. I know what she's just eaten. Right. That's it. So we've got 6 of those. Are you doing 6? I hope you're not distracted by Bessie Healy being a naughty dog. That's it. Good. Right, so after those 6, we are going to pause. We're going to turn the foot out to the side like a Charlie Chaplin foot. The leg is still straight up, but it's slightly rotated out. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. Ooh, I feel that. Take it away to breathe in. Breathe out. Draw that leg in. Now hold the stretch, but don't hold your breath. Cool, I can feel that. Now stare at the ceiling and check out your, what do you call it, Artex? Check out your Artex on the roof. We didn't choose it. It was here when we got here. Take the leg back to the start. Now turn the foot inwards, so the foot points to the opposite shoulder. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. Excellent work. Take it away to breathe in. Breathe out as you draw it in. Now this time hold the stretch, but don't hold your breath. Good work. And relax that leg. Now this left foot is going down onto the bent knee. Take the band away. So level 1 stretch, push the left knee away with the left hand. Esty, just lie down. Or put your hands or the band around the right knee and draw it in for that bigger stretch. We want the hips to stay nice and even. Breathe in, breathe out as you hug in tighter. Relax away as you breathe in, breathe out, hug in tighter. And you're going to do 6 in all on that side. That's it. Brilliant. So this is a lovely glute stretch in your bottom. And when you've done those 6, you can gently lower the feet down, put your hands by your shoulders and slowly push yourself up to sitting. Excellent. Did you feel that? I really hope so. You did. That's good.
Yes, Emma.
Yeah. Yes, Emma. My class always talk to me. It's quite difficult talking to the wall. So you shout out, yes, Emma, I felt that. I heard you, Alison, and I heard you, Debbie, and I heard you, Tracy, and I heard you, Amy. Well done indeed. And I expect George is there as well. Right. So let us now, we're going to do some rollbacks. Rollbacks, okay? So let me remind you of our technique. If you want to get your little hand weights at the side, you could use them in a minute. My hand weights are only ½ kilos. They're really little, Diddy ones. Or my tins of spicy mixed beans are even lighter. But I like them because they're quite small. You need to have something that's manageable. Obviously, you're only working with weights if your shoulders, elbows and wrists can manage, okay? We're just adding in a bit of interest, that's all. So, we are going to have lovely long legs. We're thinking about our positioning. We've got a straight line, ankles, knees, hips and shoulders, okay? So nice alignment. We can have a gentle bend on the knees. That's Casper upstairs. Okay, so we're relaxing those shoulders down. Now what's important is we need to be tucking the tailbone under. So if I show you side on, tucking the tailbone under, putting the chin on the chest and gently rolling. Now, we really have to have that awareness of our core. Right, go and lie in your bed. In your bed. And another one. Go on, shoot. Right. Okay, so we're sitting up tall. We're not using weights yet. Legs bent. Nice alignment. And really have that awareness of your core muscles, tightening up that little belt. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to breathe in. Now as we breathe out, put your chin on your chest, tuck your tailbone under, just gently roll. Come up slightly, breathe in, and breathe out. I'll be calm. Now we're going to pause. Now there's different things you can do. If you've got a ball, you could put it behind you. Or you could put it between your knees. And when you squeeze the knees at the same time as rolling down, it really works your inner thighs and your pelvic floor muscles. So the ball can be very helpful. You can wedge it in behind you, and you're just rolling into the ball and back, and that is supportive. That's level 1 work. Level 2, you can put the ball here. If you haven't got a ball, you just don't roll back very far, and you just work within a pain-free range, okay? There are certain conditions, if you've got osteoporosis or osteoarthritis in your back, you should only be doing very small rolls because it's not good for you to crunch your back on the floor. All right, we're only doing small rollbacks, but keep it particularly small. Okay, so let's do 6 rollbacks first, then we're going to add some arms in. Okay, so legs gently bent if you want them. Squeeze that ball, relax the shoulders, breathe in. As you breathe out, just gently roll until your tummy pulls, pause, chin on the chest and gently roll back up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck that tailbone under, roll, pause, come back in. Andy's being flash with his arms. Whoa! Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Come up and stretch. Few more. We're going down. Breathe in, breathe out. We're coming up. Excellent. Let's do one more. We're going to come down, pause, draw back up, stretch and relax. Now, what we're going to do next, I'll show you. You're going to roll down just until your tummy starts pulling, and then we're going to do some arm work in that position, okay? So, if you're using your weights, have them to start with palms down. We're doing palms down first, that's it. Okay, so I'd like the wrists at shoulder height and no higher, okay? And all we're going to do is we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, chin on the chest, just roll down. Pause here, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift up. Well done. Again, breathe in. Breathe out as you roll down. Breathe steadily for lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll up. Now, are you feeling this? I can't hear you.
Yes, I know.
Are you feeling it?
Yes, I know.
Excellent. Okay, this time we're changing the arm position. So we are going to have our palms up now, okay? So we're going to bring the elbows in towards the waist. We're going to gently roll back. So breathe in, breathe out as you roll back. Breathe steadily, elbows in at the waist. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lift. Oh, did you feel that? I hope so. I really hope so. You're all working so hard you can't give me comments, but I hope you're working hard. Oh, Claire Dyke's there. Fantastic. She always comes on a Wednesday. Right, I think we've done enough of that. Always warming up. Fantastic. D hasn't got his green shirt on. Right, well done. Now in this position, just to finish off, before we go on to other moves, we're going to have our feet wider than our hips, okay? Feet wider than the hips. We're going to take the hands down the middle, and then we're going to take the hands round the sides of the ankles. Again, we're going to gently lean down. So we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, just sink lower, hug your ankles, okay? You're only doing this within a comfortable range for you. Breathe in. Breathe out, hug. Hug those ankles in tighter. Excellent. Breathe in as you relax. Breathe out, hug tighter. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Up we come and pop those knees together. Right. Now let's get our equipment out of the way. That's it. So, in this position, we're just going to go into a lunge position. Now, be aware of your space. That's it. Be aware of your space. And we're sitting up tall, and we don't need the band, so you can move the band, Andy, out the way. That's it. Okay. Fantastic. So we did a mermaid stretch on Monday and that went down well, so we're going to do that again. So we're going to bring 1 foot in and 1 foot back. Now if your hips and knees don't like this, it's not a problem. You can have them straight out the front, okay? And you can do me a little side stretch with your legs straight out. You're going to stretch over and the other side. Okay, so in this mermaid position, we're sitting up tall, aren't we, Andy? That's better. Excellent. Okay. Now, we're going to put our hand at the side. That's it. And with this hand, we're going to stretch up So our elbow is by our ear, stretch up tall, and then lift the hips, stretch over. We appear to not be doing it the same way, Mr. Healy. What are we like? Would you like to change legs, please? We were meant to be doing this in synchronicity, synchronized. That's better. Same again, hand at the side, stretch up, and over. Brilliant. Keep the elbow by the ear if you can. Feel that lovely side stretch. So we've done 2 on that side. Lower the hips down, hand down, stretch up, and stretch over. Well done. Come up to the top. You can breathe in, breathe out, over. Excellent work. Okay, so we're now going to take the legs to the front again. That's it. Give them a little wiggle. Bring the other foot in and the other foot back. So this for me is much stiffer, okay? So this is obviously my not such a good side, okay? So we're now going to put this hand on the floor. That's it. So just at the side, this hand stretches up. The elbow is by the ear. We stretch up tall and stretch over. Lifting, lifting, brilliant. Gently lower down. Pause, same side again. Stretch up and stretch over. Excellent. And lower the hips down. Keep the legs still. Put the hand on the other side. Stretch up and stretch over. Up to the top. Breathe in. Breathe out and over. Feeling that lovely stretch. Good work. Excellent. Right. So what we're going to do now, pop the knees together. Now, this is a Wednesday night class, guys. What do we always do on a Wednesday? I can't hear you. Plank. Come on, let's do one. Right. So we are going to do a plank. Now, everyone always works at their own level, okay? There's me, who struggles. There's Andy that doesn't, okay? So you're going to work at the level that feels right for you today. Now, we've got a few different positions to show you. So Andy, if you can do me a bent arm flat to start with. So this is a level 1. We've got the elbows under the shoulders, okay? And we have got the hips down and the knees down and the feet down, okay? So he's really connecting with those core muscles, and for level 1, all he's going to do is lift the hips up and pause. The weight is going through the knees, so it's challenging if you're new to it, but that is your level 1 plank, and then just gently lower the hips down. Okay. Now, level 2 with a bent arm, turn the toes under, really connect with those core muscles, lift the hips and gently lift the knees. Now that is your level 2. It's quite hard. I'm saying it's quite hard, and just relax. So, many of us who want to do a level 2 will do it with straight arms. So that is when we start on all fours. That's it. Start on all fours. Wrists are under shoulders, knees under hips. You've got a lovely long back. Now Andy's going to step one leg back on his toes, followed by the second one. Now he needs to look like a plank in Dewsons. Okay, a straight line. Okay, gently down from the ankles to the shoulders. What we don't want is bum up in the air. Okay, like that. We want it down, a lovely straight line, and then rest, Andy. Well done. So, those of you who have issues with your wrists, you'll probably choose to be on a bent arm plank. You can do level 1 or level 2, it's your choice. Now, because this is a Wednesday night and they're so good, we do this for up to a minute, okay? Now, we need a little clock. So, we have a... I can't see it. Okay. Right, you're going to decide which one you're going to do, all right, and I'll get the clock. That's it. Do you think it's big enough, folks? Right. Okay. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get into our chosen position, and I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. And then we are going to pack a picnic to eat at the bottom of the garden, all right? and I need you to shout out suggestions what's going to go in the picnic camper, all right? So you're going to get yourself into your chosen position. It could be elbows under shoulders, it could be wrists under shoulders. Back is long, tummy's nice, really connect with those core muscles, okay? Into your position, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so we must remember to breathe. We need to decide what we're going to pack for our picnic. So let's shout out what we're going to have. Tomatoes. Cucumber. Scotch eggs. Watercress. Oh my goodness, this is a refined picnic.
Lettuce.
What about raspberry jelly? Lettuce. Egg sandwiches. Sausage rolls. Keep it strong, guys. We're halfway there. What about watermelon? What about some cherry tomatoes? What about, keep going? What can you, don't keep going. 15 seconds, we need your ideas. Come on. Crisps, salt and vinegar crisps. Roasted peanuts.
Wine.
We need some wine. Wine, beer, cider. 3 minutes left, 3 seconds. 2, 1, relax. Oh, well done. That was hard tonight. Circle those wrists. Look at poor Andy. He did the hard one. He's flat out. Circle. Woo, woo, woo. Good work. Right. So, Finnegan's just sighed on the sofa and just gone like a greyhound always does. Right, we are now going to go down onto our tummy and do a little bit of lower back work. So, gosh, isn't the time flying already? Right, so I'm going to show you level 1 with your hands in a diamond in front of you, and you're going to gently lift your head and chest up. Actually, Andy's there so he can do it. Right, so make a diamond in front of you, okay? Settle the shoulders, got a lovely long body. Again, connect with those core muscles. And all you're going to do is lift the head, neck and shoulders up, inching the elbows in, and then gently taking the elbows wide and lowering the chest down. So why don't you start with 6 of those. Lifting up, looking down to the mat, and lowering down. Lifting up, and lowering down. Lifting up, and lowering down. Lifting up, and lowering down. Fantastic. Put your hands by your shoulders, sit back on your heels to flex your back for a short moment, and I'm going to demonstrate the next level up for your next 6 if you didn't want to just do another 6 diamonds. Okay, so I'm coming down. I'm going to have the arms at the ends of the elbow, and all I'm going to do is connect with those core muscles. I'm going to lift up, stretch one arm forward, return to the start, and lower down. I'm going to lift, extend one arm forwards, bring it back, and lower down. Okay? So, you're going to lift up, extend, return, and lower. And keep the elbows at shoulder height if you can. That's it. Lift up, stretch forward, return, and come down. And the legs are staying put on the floor. That's it. So if it feels too big a move for you, return to your diamond press. That's it. Working an extension is surprisingly hard work. That's it. And remember to breathe. Nice and steadily. That's it. Good work. And up to 2 more. And when you finish those, pop your hands by your shoulders, push yourself back. Now, if you don't find sitting on your heels comfortable, there's a few things you can do. You can either put the ball in there, and that makes the angle on the knees bigger, so you can still enjoy stretching forwards, but you haven't got such an acute angle on your knees. Otherwise, you can just bring your legs around the front and hug instead. Stretching forward. Now, as we're stretching forward, we can keep our toes together and knees apart slightly. So as we stretch forward, that can be more comfortable for our tummies. Now this is a lovely stretch of your upper back and your shoulders. You will feel it more if you can keep the elbows off your mat. So you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, melt the chest lower, but keep the elbows lifted if you can. If you need to rest them, that's fine. But you'll get a bigger stretch if you have them up. Breathe in, breathe out, melt lower. Again, breathe in, breathe out, melt lower. Excellent. Now we're staying looking down to the mat. Walk your hands across to the right hand side like a giant windscreen wiper and put your left hand on the back of the right hand. This should give you a lovely left-sided stretch. Now still looking down, walk your hands back to the middle and over to the left side. Now, so keep your elbows lifted if you can, and finish putting your right hand on the back of the left hand. Feeling that lovely stretch. Well done. And walk your hands back to the middle. Okay, we need to go down onto our tummy to do our quad stretch. Now the quads are the front of the thighs, and you can do this stretch standing up if you don't like to lie on your tummy, bringing your heel towards the bottom. You can do it on your side, or you can do it on your back, lying on your front rather. The knees are side by side, the heel is in towards the bottom. You can use a band if you want to. You can hoopla the foot and hold onto the band if your arms don't stretch to reach your foot. Now I'd like the shoulders relaxed and down. That's it, relaxed and down. And you should be feeling the stretch down the front of that bent leg. Rest your forehead on the back of your hand. So bring that heel in, knees are side by side, and push your hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. Well done. We're going to gently let go of that foot, swap the arms over, put your forehead on the back of that hand, bring the other heel towards the bottom, knees side by side, and push the hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. Excellent work. Okay, we're going to gently let go of that foot, put the hands by the shoulders, push yourself back and come up onto all fours to do a cat stretch. So, we have our knees under our hips, our wrists under our shoulders, and we have a lovely long back. We're looking down to the mat. Okay, so really connecting with those core muscles, we're going to gently arch the back up, lowering the head down, feeling the stretch through your back and shoulders. And then gently lower the back down, keeping the hips still, but looking up and pushing the bottom out. We're making that a little hollow. Again, arch the back up, lowering the head down. And then lowering the back down, looking up. Well done. Return to that neutral back. Now we're going to sit back on the heels and we're going to bring the legs round in front of us, ready for our relaxation and our little bit of a rest. Now, if you would like a pillow under your head, now is the time to get one, or a little blanket. That's it. Whew. You worked hard tonight. Right, so if you like to make yourself comfortable on your mat, arms long down by your side. If you're lucky enough to dim the lights, go for it, guys. Now, if your legs are flat to the floor, let your feet fall to the bottom corners of the mat. Arms long down by your side, palms maybe up, shoulders relaxing down, and often we just close our eyes at this point. We want your back to be comfortable, so if you need to lie with your legs bent up, then that's fine. So, we're going to just think about our breathing. Breathe in for 3 through the nose. Hold your breath for 4 and breathe out through your mouth for 5. Breathe in for 3, hold for 4 and breathe out for 5. So you carry on breathing in a way that you enjoy. Focus back through and gently wiggle your fingers and relax your hands. We're going to bend up one leg, put the foot flat on the floor and bend up the second one. Okay, so inch your heels a little bit closer to the bottom if you're able to, and for your inner thigh stretch, lower the right knee down the right side, left knee down the left side, and your feet may meet in the middle. They may not, it's up to you. Now for a bigger inner thigh stretch, you can put your hands on the inside of your thighs and the weight of the hands makes the stretch bigger. Particularly if you have your elbows off the floor. You're going to very gently take the hands away and place the knees back side to side. You're going to gently roll onto one side, this way. That's it. Push yourself up to sitting and just get accustomed to sitting up, having been flat for a little while. That's it. Excellent, okay. So, from this position, we are going to bring the legs round, come onto all fours, and slowly come up to standing. Well, actually, I was going to finish the class. I'm going to change the angle. You come up to all fours. That's it. He's trying to boss me around. That will never work. Put one foot flat on the floor, 2 hands on the knee, and slowly come up to standing. That's it. Well done. So, we're just standing nice and tall. So, feet good hip distance apart. We're going to stretch up. Breathe in, and we're going to ski to finish. So breathe out as you ski down. Come up to breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Come up to breathe in. Breathe out. As you come up, cross the arms and circle twice. Once and twice. And give yourselves woo-hoo! A really big clap. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to angle the screen down and sit down. And Andy and I would love to hear how you found that session. We'd like you to do a little bit of a catch up with our wonderful Wednesday class because we're missing you all. And it feels very peculiar to be doing it from the front lounge. Glad Bessie behaved herself. Here she comes. She's going to come and say hello. Hello, Bessie. Bessie, come and say hello. So, those of you who finished the class now, did you do any work? That's what we want to hear. Did you do any work? Are you still there? They're all asleep. Debbie and Tracy and Amy. How did you find that? Did you do any work? No answers. Maybe there's a bit of a time lag. Anyway, we hope you had a great time and that you enjoyed that. As I say, tomorrow is Thursday, lots on tomorrow. This is why I'm covered in dog hairs all the time. We've got Keep Moving, which is our seated class at 10:30, and we've got cardio and PureStretch tomorrow evening. So I do hope you'll be able to join us soon, and thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to close it there. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.